the kicker for the Kansas City Chiefs, who has got to be the most sexist, white supremacist I have ever seen in my life.
Welcome back, or welcome to Uncle ABL, and in today's video we're talking about the crazy reactions to Harrison Butker from a lot of online feminists. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll give you a brief recap, a brief introduction, then we're going to get into the reactions. Now, Harrison Butker, he is an NFL football player from Kansas City Chiefs. He's a kicker. He has kicked a game-winning field goal in the Super Bowl, and also I think it might have been the AFC, NFC championship game, whatever that was. A very good kicker for the Chiefs. Now, he's also religious. He's a Catholic, and he gave a commencement speech at Benedictine College in Kansas. And it was about a 20-minute long speech, and it was pretty good. Check it out on YouTube if you haven't already. But the part of the speech that got a lot of attention was where he was talking to the young ladies in the audience of the commencement, talking about what their most prized role is going to be after they graduate. They may go on to have careers and do different things, but the most important thing to the majority of women is having a family, being the wife, being the mom. That's not to say they all champion that they all prioritize that, but that's going to be the majority of women. And as a matter of fact, he got a round of applause after the speech was over. So obviously they liked the speech. He liked the speech. A lot of Catholics and other religious folks, they like the speech, but unfortunately, some feminists, especially some online people, some podcast people, did not like it. They want to call him a white supremacist, a sexist, and all kind of stuff, which is really weird. Hey, if you want to do that, if that's the best thing for you, and in your opinion, that's totally cool. You may think differently, but why must there be an attack? Like, what is the problem? Now, before I go too far into it, let's check out the first video of somebody getting really offended at Harrison Butker. This was part of what I showed earlier. You're going to also see what he said that got them so triggered, so butthurt that they had this kind of reaction. And without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
The kicker for the Kansas City Chiefs, who has got to be the most sexist, white supremacist I have ever seen in my life. Watch this.
I think it is you, the women, who have had the most diabolical lies told to you. Some of you may go on to lead successful careers in the world, but I would venture to guess that the majority of you are most excited about your marriage and the children you will bring into this world.
I fucking hate him.
It's unbelievable that at a time, this last football cycle, where all of these women are attracted to the NFL because of Taylor Swift. Right. And here's this incredibly successful woman, Taylor Swift, that has this amazing work ethic. And then I forget that this type of person exists everywhere. And this is evangelical Christianity. What he said is so disrespectful, to such a large portion of women.
So now we're going to attack Christianity. Is that what we're going to do? So I guess being Christian is bad. Okie dokie. Now, I don't want to get too political because we're not here right now, so I digress.
And it's so dismissive. I hope that he is canceled to hell and back.
So you hope he gets canceled for being Christian. Got it. Now, you know what? I'm going to just say, I'll be political right now. Would you say that if it was a Muslim guy speaking that same way? Because they are even, quote unquote, worse, or even more, I guess you would say, extreme when it comes to that kind of thing than the Christians. So are you going to try to say that to a Muslim guy? I doubt it.
And I feel so sorry that his wife has to sleep with him.
Wow. It's like, well, maybe she got married to him because she loves him. Maybe they love each other. Maybe they have a good relationship. I mean, good grief. That's crazy. Now, this is a video of young white women, I'm not sure where it is, graduating from college with engagement rings and or wedding rings, okay? Now, there's music here. I'm going to turn it down, but you can kind of see what's going on. She is graduating as an education major. Okay, got the Apple Watch, got the cap and gown, and a ring. Another one, let's check it out. Education major, same thing, cap and gown, wedding ring. All right. Cap and gown, wedding ring. All right. Same thing. education, cap and gown, wedding ring, all of them. It's been known throughout history. I'll let it play. It's been known throughout history that you get your Mrs. degree along with your bachelor's degree in college. That's been a thing for a very long time. It's not anything new. So Harrison Butker is saying that. He's saying, look, you can have your education, but you guys are going to want to get married and have kids and have the family, the American dream. 2 kids, the house, white picket fence. Everybody wants that. Why is that so weird or different or somehow offensive to say? It doesn't make any sense. Now, let's keep on going. Now, here's a young lady. This was a Chiefs cheerleader. Obviously, it's been a while since she's been a cheerleader, and she's made at least a couple of videos talking about Harrison Butker and her displeasure for him. All right, let's check it out.
First and foremost, until a few months ago, we were both employed by the Kansas City Chiefs. I cheered you on for 6 years straight. And with that, I would assume we went to the same PR training.
Just a little side note. She might be in that 28, 29 age range, but I digress.
But since all of that obviously left your brain when you went to go give that speech, I thought I'd be a good coworker. Share my notes. Let's get started. These are fake. Biggest takeaway is you now represent a $1 billion organization. You are no longer just Harrison Butker. You are now Harrison Butker, who plays for the Kansas City Chiefs. And anything you say or do that doesn't align with that brand.
I mean, good grief. Imagine yourself being married to her. Maybe that's why she's triggered. I don't know. There's probably not a husband in that studio apartment or whatever she got going on. But anyway, and if it is a husband, I'm praying for you. I'm praying for you, boss. Hang in there, man. Hey, hang in there. I'm with you. All right. But look, I don't think this is going to be a real issue for the NFL because we're talking about a lot of conservative guys. It's not a bunch of feminists that's watching NFL football. All right, you guys probably don't know football from basketball at the end of the day, but I digress.
Scissoring, just like the lesbians you hated in that video, will be grounds for term common.
So yeah, that's one thing. Now, here's somebody talking about the very same thing that Harrison Butker was talking about. I won't play this entire thing because it's kind of a reaction video, but the woman right here is saying the thing that could be solved by what Harrison Butker was talking about. Check it out.
The only time having a boyfriend is worth it
is when
he is able to fully support you and pay all your bills. I said it.
Yeah, you said it. But wouldn't it just be so much easier to admit that one is broke and can't actually handle being an adult and paying one's own bills?
Let's pause right there. I'm going to just leave that right there. This is a reaction video, so I'll leave it right there. I'm going to just pause right there, come back and give you the rest of my 2 cents. Then I wrap it on up, put the bow on top. She's talking about what women have been saying for a very long time on these internets. And I'm listening to them. I'm not one of these guys that just says, they don't know what they're talking about. I'm going to listen to them. They say they want provision, which is money, finances, protection, providing. It's all the same thing. They want money. Okay, cool. Well, check it out. Let me go out there and do that. I'll be the protector, the provider, and then you fill into your role as the nurturer and the first teacher of the children. What's wrong with that? You want me to fit into a particular role. You keep asking for it. No problem. I got you. I will do what you're requesting, but it can't just be one-sided. It can't just be I give, and you take. It can't just be we both do the same thing. If you're asking that from me, men are not asking women to be providers on the internet. That's not really your thing. Okay. If a man is asking a young lady to be a provider, then you got something else going on. It might be some LGBT activity. I don't know what's happening, but that's not very common for a man to behave like that. That's women. There's no problem, but let's let it be even exchange. I don't see the problem. Women are the best teachers of children. They're the best nurturers of children. Last I checked, men couldn't breastfeed. Men could not actually have a baby and have it in the womb for 9 months, carry it around and protect the baby. Men couldn't do that. Women are better with emotions. They're better at nurturing. So the children that cannot communicate and they don't have their thoughts and the language all together, women are better able to be intuitive and bond with the baby more than the man. Once the baby gets to be older, 8, 9, 10 years old. Now the dad comes in for a stronger influence. That's how it works. Okay, as a child becomes more independent, kind of explores their territory, the parents are less hands-on, and the dad comes in to be disciplinarian and the decision maker. This is the way it's always been since the beginning of time. Harrison Butker says it. The women are asking for it. The women are going to college to get this particular person, but somehow he's wrong for saying it. I think as I close, that some young ladies and older ladies out there are just butthurt because they don't have what he's saying that a lot of women want to have. That's a problem. So rather than just pointing at whoever you were with as an issue or pointing in the mirror at yourself, you want to point at him who's just talking about an obvious thing that men and women both want. And it's been the same way in all countries, all colors, everywhere, all over the globe since the beginning. And that's pretty much all I got. Whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.